We're back now with day 3 of Where in the World is Matt Lauer in the magical nation of Laos in Southeast Asia. Most Americans have probably heard of the Mekong River because, of course, they were paying attention during the Vietnam War. It flows through 6 southeastern Asian countries, but its bountiful waters flow through more of Laos than any other nation, and that's why this country is often called the Jewel of the Mekong. NBC's Peter Alexander has traveled with us here to Laos, and he also had a chance to travel down the Mekong, which had to be quite an experience.
Yeah, it was quite a trip. No indoor plumbing, we can say that much for certain.
Thanks for sharing that.
But it was remarkable. I mean, you really can't overstate the importance of the Mekong River to what is a landlocked nation in Laos. 2/3 of the population here either lives along the Mekong or along one of its tributaries. And to experience what a lot of people here refer to as the real Laos, we took what was certainly a unique adventure. In Laos, Mekong means mother of water, and here she provides for an entire nation as a source of food, faith, and tradition. We embarked on a 2-day journey. Our tour guide, Sak, was born and raised along the Mekong.
Okay, now Peter, you can see the water now, so now the Mekong River is very loaded.
This is the dry season. The river is too shallow for any commercial ships. Instead, it's used mostly by what are essentially water taxis like this one that ferry visitors between the villages and cities that line the river's banks. Our first stop, what the locals call King's Island. This island used to be a retreat for the last king of Laos.
Yes.
But you were saying not a lot of people will come here because they're afraid that it's inhabited by spirits. So people come to this temple to ask the spirits to protect them while they travel on the Mekong. Those Buddhist beliefs are celebrated along the Mekong, like at Paku, where limestone caves hold more than 4,000 carvings of the Buddha. But what people rely on most is the river's natural rewards. The Mekong itself means what to this country?
The Mekong, it means really it's the lifeblood of the country. You know,
New Yorker Stephen Shapani moved here a decade ago and now heads the Mekong Tourism Development Project. He says the Lao refer to the Mekong as their breadbasket, providing both fish and fertile ground to grow crops.
We go to the supermarket and there's rice and there's meat and there's fish and there's vegetables and who knows where it came from. Here, you wake up, you walk out of your house, you come down to the Mekong riverbank, and that's it. That's your supermarket.
After 9 hours on the river, we finally arrived. This is home for the night, huh?
Yeah.
This is a typical Lao village along the Mekong River. There are about 120 people who live here. They have a few generators, so there's some electricity, but really no running water. And even at this hour, the temperature is more than 80 degrees and the humidity more than 80%. And we are the first Western visitors ever to sleep here overnight. We sat down for a traditional Lao dinner. Sticky rice,
yeah, sticky rice,
eggs, cucumber, and this is pork. And what's that?
And that's like a insect.
Insects.
Yeah.
So it's pork and insects.
Yes.
Okay. Sun Sep, the Lao say. Bon appetit.
Our sleeping for tonight.
This is where we sleep tonight.
Yeah. That's.
So thank you. So you put the mattresses, and I imagine we need mosquito nets too. This is our suite for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet dreams, we say.
Yes, we dream.
The village's daily routine begins again at dawn. A rugged life, as we witnessed, relying both on one another and this mighty river. And to be fair for us, this really is, in a sense, roughing it, but you have a new appreciation for the Lao people who live, so many of them, along this river with no means of communication or transportation except for the river itself.
I'd be honest, you didn't eat that bug, did you?
Well, it's funny you asked that question. In Lao culture, it's actually impolite to eat all the food on your plate, so I felt it necessary to leave a little bit behind. I didn't eat that bug. We should get some props where they are due. A little respect to our soundman, Mark Roberts. We have got a shot for you. He did eat the cicada. He suggested going back for seconds. Said it tasted, by the way, like fried onions, but then said he was full.
And he should be out of the infirmary shortly.
We've got a doggy bag for you to take on the plane.
Thanks. And you get another story later. We're going to check in with you again.
We do. Thanks,
Peter Alexander, thanks very much. When we come back, we're going to or mark an important milestone. 100 days to go until the Olympic Games in Beijing, and we'll take you inside an active Buddhist temple here in Laos. But first, these messages.